So, my dear students, we have read till this point. Yesterday we read till this point. Now we are going to start from here. One dark evening, as he was trudging along the road means walking with very difficulty. Why was he walking with very difficulty? Because he was tired. He was trudging along. He was very tired. He caught sight of a little grey cottage, very old cottage, by the roadside, and he knocked on the door to ask shelter for the night. Night had already started descending, so he needed shelter. And I have mentioned earlier that he kept asking for help from people, and he was denied. But he was also an obstinate guy. He kept he always remained optimistic, and this time also he had in his mind that he would be given shelter, so he asked for the shelter. Nor was he refused, means the person gave him shelter. Instead of sour faces, cruel faces, indifferent faces which ordinarily met him, people were always indifferent with him, means they didn't care about him. The owner, who was an old man without wife or child, was happy to get someone to talk in his loneliness. Generally, he got people who were very cruel to him, who didn't care about him, who ignored him. But this time, he got a person who was very happy when he found that a person had come to his door to be his companion. So that person who was living in the cottage was very happy, and he gave him shelter. And the reason you can understand that he lived alone, that's why he gave him shelter. He didn't have a wife, he didn't have children, so he also needed company. You know that human beings need company. Immediately he put the porridge pot, porridge means dalia, he put the porridge pot on the fire and gave him supper. Supper means dinner. He made dinner for him. He made him feel special. He made porridge for him. Then he cut off such a big slice from his tobacco roll that it was enough both for strangers pipes. Pipe means आपने गांव में देखा होगा हुक्का जो होता है, and his own. So he gave him this hospitality also. He took care of his this need also. उसने उसके लिए हुक्का वगैरह fill किया. Finally he got out an old pack of cards. So he was thinking about the entertainment also. He got a pack of cards and played mazaliz. Mazaliz means, this word again has this letter O. We should not pronounce it O. It should be O. Mazaliz. This is the name of the game that they played with cards. And they played this game until bedtime. So you can see that old person who was living in the cottage gave a grand reception to that rat trap peddler. Although he was chased away by the people, he was not treated with love and affection by other people. He was ignored by people. He was not given even a little care. But this time he got a person who was completely happy, and the reason was he was living alone. The old man was just as generous as kind with his confidences as with his porridge and tobacco. Confidences means secret things. अपने secrets भी उसने share किए. He didn't share only porridge and tobacco. He shared his secrets also. The guest was informed at once that in his days of prosperity means when he was rich, his host had been a crofter. Crofter means farmer at Ramsjo Iron Works. So that person who was living in the cottage was very rich, and he had worked on the land. He had been a farmer. Now that he was no longer able to do day labor, it was his cow which supported him. So he had a cow. With the help of that cow, he earned a little money and he supported himself. He kept himself alive because he could not do day labor. He could not do hard labor. Yes, that bossy, why has this word been used here for that cow? Because she was the boss. She was extraordinary. She could give milk for the creamery every day. Creamery means जहाँ पर मिल्क में से क्रीम निकाली जाती है. So the old person sold the milk at creamery. That cow gave milk every day, and last month he had received all of 30 kroner in payment. So he had earned 30 kroner. This is Swedish currency. So 30 kroner was the earning of that person last month, and he earned that money by selling the milk of that cow which he had. And he told all these things to the peddler. What was the need of telling all these things to the peddler? Because that poor farmer was really a good fellow. He thought that peddler was a good fellow because he was a good person. He was thinking others also good. The stranger must have seemed incredulous. Incredulous means a thing which we can't believe on. उसको अविश्वसनीय लगा होगा. For the old man got up and went to the window, took down a leather pouch. Leather pouch means leather bag, which hung on a nail. Nail means keel. In the very window frame. On the window frame there was a bag, leather pouch, and picked out 3 wrinkled 10 kroner bills, 10 kroners note. When the farmer told him that I earned 30 kroners, the peddler must have showed some surprise. That's why the farmer got up and went to the window and showed him the notes, that this is the money. देखो ये रही मेरे पास. I am just not telling you lie. These he held up before the eyes of his guest, nodding knowingly. Nodding knowingly means he was shaking his head with the impression that it was surprising for the peddler that he had so much money. He had earned so much money last month just by selling cow's milk. And then stuffed them back into the pouch. He put those notes into the bag once again. The next day both men got up in good season. They got up early. The crofter was in a hurry to milk his cow, and the other man probably thought he should not stay in bed when the head of the house had gotten up. Means he was a guest there. If the owner had awakened, if he had gotten up, what was the purpose of the guest to be in the bed? So he also got up. They left the cottage at the same time. The crofter locked the door and put the key in his pocket. The man with the red trap said goodbye and thank you, and thereupon each went his own way. So in that morning, they both of them went away their own ways. But half an hour later, the red trap peddler stood again before the door. He didn't try to get in. Why had he come back? The peddler had come back. Why had he come back? You know what was the reason? However, he didn't try to get in. He only went up to the window, smashed a pane, smashed a glass, stuck in his hand, and got hold of the pouch with the 30 kroner. So he grabbed the pouch, the leather pouch, in which there were 30 kroner bills. He took the money and thrust it into his own pocket. So you can see, because of the greed, this peddler forgot all about the hospitality that he received from that old farmer last night. He treated him specially. He gave him supper, he gave him tobacco roll, he prepared a pipe for him, he played mazzolis with him. So he forgot all these things. So his philosophy can be applicable here. When we are in greed, when we try to get something in our life, and that is the thing which gives us enjoyment, and you know that money is very precious to people. So he forgot everything about the treatment that he got from that old farmer last night. He had just his eyes on money. So he forgot all those things and he put that money in his pocket. Then he hung the leather pouch very carefully back in its place and went away. As he walked along with the money in his pocket, he felt quite pleased, quite happy. He was happy with his smartness. What smartness he had showed there. He didn't have to open the door, he didn't have to break the lock. He just smashed the window pane and he was able to get that money. So it was smartness. He realized, of course, that at first he dared not continue on the public highway. He could not continue on the public highway. You know what was the reason? Because if he kept walking on the public highway, he would be caught by the police. When the farmer would come to know about the theft, he would inform the police and they would try to find him out, and they would search on the roads and he would be caught away. So it was dangerous for him to continue on the public highway, but must turn on off the road into the woods. Woods means forest. He entered the forest just to escape being nabbed. गिरफ्तार होने से बचने के लिए वो जंगल में एंटर कर गया. ड्यूरिंग द फर्स्ट आवर्स दिस कॉज्ड हिम नो डिफिकल्टी. लेटर इन द डे इट बिकेम वर्स फॉर because it was a big and confusing forest. That was a big forest which he had gotten into. It was a very big forest and he was not able to find out where he was going. He tried to be sure to walk in a definite direction. When we walk on in desert, when we are in ocean, when we are in sky, we don't know which direction we are heading towards. That's why pilots use compass. They contact on the control tower so that they can be informed. Even the ships also need instructions. So because we can't be sure in which direction we are heading. But that's why he could not use those devices there. He didn't know where he was heading. So he had to be sure in which direction he was heading. But the path turned back and forth so strangely. इधर उधर रास्ते इतने strangely मुड़ जाते थे. He walked without coming to the end of the wood. He was thinking that he would be able to cross that wood, that forest, but it was impossible. And finally he realized that he had been walking around in the same part of the forest. All at once he recalled his thoughts about the world and the rat trap. Now he remembered his own philosophy. What was the philosophy? I have told you that this world is a rat trap. All the enjoyable things here are baits, and these things tempt us towards them, and in the greed of getting these things we are trapped in difficulty. The rat trap peddler, who knew it very well, forgot at the time when he was greedy. So that's why it is said we should not be greedy, because when we are greedy, when we are angry, we forget everything. Our mind doesn't work. Same happened with the peddler. He forgot everything about his philosophy. He knew it very well. If he had remembered his philosophy at that time, he would not have stolen the money. But what can be done now? Because of the greed, he had fallen into the trap. He had fallen into the difficulty. Now his own turn had come. He was laughing on other people's foolishness. Now his own turn had come. He had let himself be fooled by a bait and had been caught. The whole forest, with its trunks and branches, its thickets and fallen logs. Thickets means bushes, and fallen logs means the trees which have dried out and they have just fallen on the ground. These all things, these trees, these trunks, these fallen logs, these thickets, all these trees of the forest closed in upon him like an impenetrable prison. Impenetrable means that cannot be crossed, that can't be visible, means we can't defeat it. इसको हम भेद नहीं सकते, ऐसी जेल बन गई वो सारी चीज़ें मिल करके, दैट इट कांट बी इट ब्रोकन, फ्रॉम विच ही कुड नॉट नेवर एस्केप. सो he had fallen into the trap, and because of his greed he had reached to a forest from which he could not get out. He had no idea where to head to get out of this forest. It was late in December, and you know December is the month of chilly weather, cold weather. Darkness was already descending over the forest. You know that if we are in deep forest, in daytime also there are some parts where there is darkness, and if there is night, if it is evening, it is already darkness. This increased the danger. He was in a forest and now it was night, it increased the danger, and he was hungry also, and we know that he started his journey in the morning, and increased also his gloom, his despair. Despair means उसकी निराशा. Gloom means fear, or we can say sadness. Despair means nirasa. Finally he saw no way out, and he sank down, he fell down on the ground, tired to death, means he had tired so much that he thought that his end was near. Thinking that his last moment had come, he laid down on the ground. But just as he laid his head on the ground, he heard a sound, a hard, regular thumping. Thumping means thak thak ki आवाज. Regular thumping, as we do with the hammer. There was no doubt as to what that was. He raised himself. He didn't have any doubt about what the sound was of. He raised himself. Those are the hammer strokes from an iron mill. He came to know that these were the hammer strokes from an iron mill. So there must be an iron mill nearby, he thought. There must be people nearby. He summoned, he collected all his strength, got up and staggered. Staggered means walked staggeringly, means ladkhadate hue, in the direction of the sound. So he headed towards the sound because he needed help from people. The Ramsjo Iron Works, which are now closed down. Ramsjo Iron Works was the iron mill from where the sound was coming. The Ramsjo Iron Works, which are now closed down, were not so long ago a large plant with smelter. Smelter is a hearth in which iron is melted. Rolling mill, rolling mills means in which iron is given shape. And forge is where the heat is used to melt the iron. In the summertime, long lines of heavily loaded barges and scows. These are barges and scows means छोटी छोटी किश्तियाँ होती हैं, उनको बोलते हैं. Slid down the canal, which led to a large inland lake. And in the winter time, the roads near the mill were black from all the coal dust which shifted down from the big charcoal crates. So here we can see the picturization of the Ramsjo Iron Works, कि वहाँ से छोटी छोटी कश्तियाँ, उनके अंदर लोहा भर करके, पिघला करके, शेप में डाल करके, किश्तियों में डाल करके एक कैनाल के जरिए नीचे पहुंचा दिया जाता था. एंड द रोड्स नियर द आयरन मिल्स were black because of the charcoal, because charcoal was being used there to in the barges, in the forge, to melt the iron. So this was the scene. During one of the long dark evening just before Christmas, the master smith and his helper sat in the dark forge near the furnace waiting for the pig iron. Pig iron means kacha loha, iron ore. So in that iron mill, master blacksmith was sitting with his helpers, and they were waiting for pig iron, which had been put in the fire to be ready to put on the anvil. और वो pig iron आग में डाल दिया गया था पिघलाने के लिए, and after that it would be put on the anvil. Anvil is the base on which iron is put and hammer is stuck over it. Every now and then one of them got up to stir the glowing mass with a long iron bar returning in a few moments, dripping with perspiration, pasina. Though he was as was the custom, he wore nothing but a long shirt and a pair of wooden shoes. So we have read here, the master blacksmith and his helpers were sitting there, and they had to go to the smelter to stir the mass, जिसमें लोहा डाला जाता था, उसको हिलाने के लिए उनको जाना पड़ता था. And the person who went there had to wear only wooden shoes and only those clothes which are not catching fire. All time there were many sounds to be heard in the forge. हर वक्त वहाँ पर कोई शोर होता रहता था. Big billows groaned and burning coal cracked. The billows from which the smoke was coming out, and the coal while burning it also cracked. The fireboard shoveled charcoal into the maw of the furnace. Maw means the belly of the furnace. Fireboard shoveled charcoal, वो आवाज़ करते हुए उसको कोयले को उसमें डालता था. With a great deal of clatter. Outside roared the waterfall. There was waterfall outside, and it also roared, and a sharp north wind whipped the rain against the brick tiled roof. और आयरन मिल की जो छत थी वो ब्रिक टाइल्ड थी, उसके ऊपर जो वाटरफॉल की जो बूंदें थी वो हवा के जरिए आकर के लगती थी. सो these all things were very noisy. These all things together created a very noisy place. So these sounds were there. It was probably on account of all this noise that the blacksmith didn't notice that the man had opened the gate and entered the forge until he stood close up to the furnace. So this peddler had entered that iron mill, and they had not noticed because it was very noisy place. So the master blacksmith didn't notice, and the helpers also didn't notice that an vagabond peddler had entered the furnace. So I think, students, it is enough for today, and now I am going to ask you some questions. Be ready, and we will read the next part, the remaining part tomorrow.